we have Dave Perella. He's the big influence behind this show today over here in Niles McKinley High School. How's it going?
Good. Exciting day. Beautiful weather. Great turnout. Appreciate everybody coming out today.
Beautiful.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Last week we missed one in Niles, the other one, but this is a completely different day. You know?
Yeah. Last week we were supposed to have the Papa Dave's car meet, the Treasures Flea Market in Niles. The weather kind of turned on us, and I had some other health issues going on, but we'll reschedule that and do that soon.
Yeah, sounds good, Dave. You had some major health problems going on there. You all right?
Yeah, I had heart surgery, as a matter of fact. I got a device, pacemaker and defibrillator in me, and one of the wires broke on the inside of the heart. Cleveland Clinic, they did an amazing job. They went in there, retrieved the wire, had to put 2 new leads in, and also a new unit, defibrillator and pacemaker. I got some blood clots in my arm, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Other than that, that's you went through hell, buddy. I'll tell you. I was watching you on Facebook saying all the stuff that was going on, and I'm going, this is no good, you know.
Yeah, it was a rough one there for a while. It was touch and go, and only spent 2 nights in the hospital, and luckily that was it. And I got out and went home and rested up, and I'm just watching what I'm doing. My wife's taking very good care of me, and I got a lot of great friends supporting me.
That's a class organization over there, huh? That Cleveland Clinic.
Oh, yes. Top of the world training. They got specialists for everything and anything. That's the way to go. If you're looking for heart surgery, if you're in need, that's the way to go.
My late wife, we took her over. She had cancer, and we were over there for 2 years. And I'll tell you what, it was amazing place. So, Dave, you are also with the Ohio Promoters, right?
Ohio Car Show Promoters. I'm the CEO of that. We've been doing that now for about 6 years. And I got a great group of volunteers that helps me out on all the car shows that we do.
Tell me about that. Where do you go? You're just in basically Ohio, or what cities?
We promote all Ohio car shows. Okay. Anything that's in Ohio. We're starting to reach out, like Hermitage, PA, and stuff like that. We want to start promoting them also, since it's actually local for us because we're right here in Niles, Ohio.
Okay. I'm part of that group, Schnagel Valley Antique Automobile. I'm vice president, acting vice president right now. Well, that's good. That's a lot of work, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of work. It's like having a full-time job. I do it. It's all volunteer work. I help nonprofit organizations set up events, and I put them together for them. I promote them, make the flyers, and I put the word out quite a bit. I try to. So
if someone wanted you to promote their show, how would they get in touch with you?
We have, David Petrella, 834 at yahoo.com, or you can reach out on my Facebook page, Ohio Car Show Promoters, and we also have an Ohio Car Show Promoters group page also on Facebook.
Okay, so when you're promoting these, where do you put all the ads at and everything?
We put them right up into the events. When we share a local car show or something, we always get into the event and we click share, and that puts it on our event calendar. Okay. And then when people are looking for a show, all they have to do is click on events, and they'll give them a whole list of the car shows in Ohio.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds really interesting. When I was reading that, I go, oh, geez, that's a lot of work, volunteer work too. Yeah. Yep. You're not retired or anything, are you?
No, as a matter, I'm on disability because of my heart, and so I love this hobby. I was born and raised with cars. I used to paint cars. Restore old cars and stuff like that, and it just, after I had to quit work and everything, I was like, what am I going to do with my time? So I figured, I said, this is the way to get it. I still enjoy it, and I enjoy everybody, and my volunteers are great. So.
Very good, Dave, very good. So we're still determined to get you on our podcast. We tried to get Dave on, a couple times already, Greg, and this didn't work out. We thought we had you last time, but you had, a pre-op exam or something?
Yeah, I had a pre-op exam because it was on a Tuesday, and my exam, I had to hurry up and get that in because my surgery was on that following Thursday. Mm-hmm. And so I missed your podcast. I missed it 2 or 3 times, as a matter of fact, because of it. But that was important for me to get done.
Sure.
And
Yes, I think so.
and we'll reschedule it anytime you want. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm starting to move around a little bit. So anytime we can do it, we'll put it together.
Okay, and today we're where? We're at the Dragontown.
Yeah, we're at the Dragontown Thunderfest car show right here in Niles. It's at the Niles McKinley High School, 616 Dragon Drive in Niles, Ohio.
Where's the money's going?
The money goes to the Niles football mothers, and they spread it out. They got a feed and get cold drinks for the kids during the football season. And they buy other staple items as well besides food and drinks. It's, they need all the help they can get. This is the only event that they have going on this year for a fundraiser. And so hopefully we'll have a good amount by the end of the day.
You pulled them in today. There's got to be, 200-300 cars here at least?
Yeah,
at least.
It's real close. There's
180 registered. A lot didn't register either. I noticed the stickers.
Yeah, there's a. Last year we had it was close to 250 cars. Like always at all the other car shows, some register, some don't.
Right.
We still invite everybody to come enjoy the show.
Right. With me, I have Ron Huffman with his 1979 Lincoln Continental town car.
Yep.
Something else, too.
Well, it's got the coach roof and
Okay.
everything like that on it. Bought this car, I've owned it 22 years.
Oh, wow. What was it like when you bought it?
It's been repainted.
Okay. Original color?
Original color. The lady I bought off of, her husband bought it brand new in 1979. They would drive it down to Florida in the winter, then they lived in Vienna, and they back up to Vienna in the
So basically, never saw the snow or anything, huh?
No. And he passed away in '89. She parked it in a garage because she was only about 5'1" and she wouldn't drive it. So
My Aunt Rosie was that size.
so I bought it off of her in '98, and did touch up the interior is all original on the car.
Everything was so plush back then, huh?
Yes. Oh, it's like sitting in your sofa.
Yeah.
It's like sitting in the sofa. Yeah. and
What color are we talking here with the exterior?
This is called Wedgwood Blue.
All stock color.
Yep.
And you got the Landau, is that what they call it? The Landau roof on it?
Landau roof or coach roof. They have a couple of different names for it.
Okay, that was what, dealer installed, you said?
The sunroof is dealer installed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the sun/moon roof is dealer installed because that is a tinted glass roof. But it's all power and everything works on the car. Like I said, I did have to have it repainted because it had some door dings and things like that on it. But
After so many years.
30
years.
But it's been and it turns out after talking to the lady when I bought the car that her husband was my dad's cousin, so she was just happy that it was staying in the family. So,
Right. So
but
what are we talking engine-wise?
this has got a 400 cubic inch engine,
Okay.
402 barrel.
2-barrel.
Yeah, they went that way in '79 for gas efficiency and pollution and everything else.
So it's no tire burner or anything like
No,
that, huh?
but it'll at 60 mile an hour, it runs very good.
You're probably up around 2 tons on this thing, huh? Weight-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curb weight is about 4,800 pounds.
Oh, man.
It's 18 and a half feet long,
Wow.
so it weighs a bit.
It's a beauty. I love the hubcap. Those hubcaps are
No, those are
rim.
actually polished aluminum wheels.
Those are wheels. Okay.
Yes.
Boy, those are nice.
Yeah.
Everything's in such good shape on this. I'm not really a big fan of this, and all of a sudden I saw this. I go, "Wow, this is really nice."
It's a nice car. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, I've owned it for over 20 years now, and it's been a good car. It really has.
It looks pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, how many dead bodies can you put in that trunk?
Oh, you can stack them in there like cordwood. Yeah, these were the pride of the mafia. So
Yes. Wow.
you can put a few of them back here.
I grew up with these cars in the 70s, and I'll tell you. Wow. These are the big
Or if you want to
Buicks.
take kids to the drive-in.
Hide them in there, yeah. Ron, thank you very much for showing us your car. What a beauty you got here.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
With me, I have Jack Dieter from Liberty Township, Ohio. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
This is nice. This
Thank
is
you.
a beauty.
Thank you.
I love the color combo and everything on it. And how long have you had it?
About 7 years.
Uh-huh. That is really nice. What made you pick that color?
Well, the kid that does my painting, I let him pick the paint. Actually, it's Icon Blue Pearl with candy blue flames, and there's shadows in the paint. If you move around, you'll see them disappear. Arm and a leg paint job.
It looks good, though.
Thank you.
You got a lot of bucks in this thing, huh?
Oh yeah.
What do we got back here for the back?
That's a 300 back tire.
Okay. Those things are big. Those are real big.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You got not a Springer back end on there.
No, that's a hardtail.
Hardtail.
Yeah.
Sometimes the new ones, like the new Harleys, they got them hidden down there.
I have a fat boy that has its shocks underneath, soft tail. The only shock on this is the front end. It's American suspension, inverted front end.
What do you got for the engine?
That's a 127 cubic inch El Bruto Ultima.
El Bruto Ultima. The other bike we just checked out was an Ultima 2.
Yep.
How many cc's and horsepower?
It's 127 cubic inch, 140 horse, 1,065 cc's.
So she moves pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It looks like it does. All a bike here. Big tank on that. What do you got? A 5-gallon tank?
Yeah. That's a Fat Cat's tank, I believe. We had to redo it. That's the first tank was plastic, but it bubbled up.
So that's like you bought it like that aftermarket.
No, we had to do you had to add on from here back.
Oh, okay.
To custom it to blend with the seat, come right up to the seat.
So you don't have any gas in the back here then?
Yeah, it's a little more like a dummy tank.
Yeah. It looks good though. It blends right in there. I like how you did the belt there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Matt Willoughby does the paint work. He's a very good custom bike painter and cars.
Looks good. Let's go to the front end here. What do you got? What kind of a rake here and everything?
42 inch
42
rake.
Is this hard to handle with 42 inch?
Not really. It's I like the long and the low. It's really easy with the inverted front end. It's got the shock, but it's nothing you want to turn on a bend doing real fast. It'll jump on you with that back tire. But
what kind of rims you get on here?
those are billet.
Billet, okay. Front and back.
Front and back, matching rims.
Those are nice. Those are beauties.
I had the matching rotors to go with the rims.
Very nice. Very nice. How fast have you had her?
Oh, there's no speedometer on it. I pretty much, I don't beat it.
Yeah.
You know, I
It's
kind of.
nice to get it up there once in a while, just to see what it'll do.
Yeah, it'll go. I had some problems with it, the clutch and stuff, but a buddy of mine's adjusted the clutch and readjusted the cable, so it's doing pretty good now. I'm in the process of changing the grips. I got these chrome billet grips to go with the levers.
These aren't heated. Are these heated?
No.
No. They got everything fancy nowadays you don't have.
Oh, yeah.
way from Lisbon, Ohio, we got Tom Hall with his 1956 Mercury Monterey. Monterey, named after what? The city in California.
Damn if I know.
Yeah,
Can I say that?
Monterey, California. You said it. This is really nice.
Thank you.
It just pops. And how long have you had this, Tom?
This is my third summer.
Okay.
Third summer. I found it up in Michigan, up near the Upper Peninsula, and the guy met me halfway in Toledo, and I drove it, and even though I bleed Chevy orange, I just felt like I had to have it.
She's a beauty.
She's a comfortable car.
Sure.
Rides real good. It's not a hot rod, but
Well, what do you got under the hood there?
it's a 312. According to the factory, it's 225 horsepower back in 1956. It won't get out of it. It's not a hot rod, like I said, but once you get it rolling about 55, you got to be careful because it will sneak up on you real quick. You know, it will keep up with
You
traffic.
got drum brakes on it and everything?
Drum brakes. It's basically a 100% stock. And what you see is pretty much the way I bought it. The only exception being a little bit of bright work I put on the motor.
That looks good. That jazzed it up. It looks good like that. How much do you think this weighs?
It weighs approximately 4,000 pounds.
Wow, that's a
And
boat.
based upon the fact that my stoplight performance pretty much proves that it weighs 4,000 pounds.
I got a 64 T-Bird, and I thought that weighed a lot. And it's a convertible, and that weighs 4,300 pounds. Okay.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I'm looking at some of these other cars. They're 4,000, 5,000. Holy cow! I thought the convertibles were always a lot heavier.
I think they are. I think they are.
So this is all stock, interior and everything.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, the interior is 100% stock. You notice that it's black and yellow.
Right.
And in 1956, according to the research I did, was that unless the customer specified a particular color interior, factory required that the interiors match the exterior colors on the upscale models, the Monterey and the Montclair.
Do you think this come from a factory like this, black and yellow?
No, the car was originally all black. And
How can you tell? You can't tell on the VIN number.
No, you can tell on the cowl tag. The cowl tag on those are right there on the dog leg on the other side.
Okay.
And there's a number there, letter.
Oh, okay.
And you can do that letter, check it out, and it shows it to be an all-black car.
Because modern days on the VIN number, you can tell everything.
Right, you can tell everything. Well, I took this rocker molding off down here, and below that rocker molding is black paint. So if it had been a factory yellow car, I'm sure they would have taken the yellow all the way down to there.
Pretty clean down there?
Yes, there's no rust on the car that I've been able to find yet. The wheel wells, as you can see back there, are I've never done anything to them, and they seem to be stock to me.
Does it come with fender skirts?
Yeah, well, I don't know that they came from the factory. I do have fender skirts for it, but I just decided to be different, so I'm going to run it sans the skirts for a while, just to be different.
And then one day put them back on, change the whole looks
of
of
the car. Put them back
car.
on, take them back off, depending on how I feel.
You got a real beauty here. Do you know any of the history behind this? I know you said you bought it in Michigan. Anything beyond that?
I have no idea anything about the car. I do know that it has to be an extremely low mileage car because it only shows 49,000 on the speedometer, and I'm almost confident that it's never been turned over. All the trim, to the best of my knowledge, is the original trim on it.
Can you find parts for this?
You'd be surprised. You can buy almost anything you want at most auto parts stores as far as mechanical goes.
How about like the trim work and all that?
The trim, nobody's repopping this stuff simply because of the model it is. There's just not that many of them out there. So it's a scavenger.
It's not worth their while, yeah. A lot of this trim anymore, they got guys out there, if they got dents in them, they'll knock them out and you won't even know. It just make them perfect,
It just amazes me. Now, I've attempted and I've tried to do that, and I decided it's best left to the professionals.
Right. I know a guy over in Hubbard area, he does this, Bruce. 3D Bruce, and he does a really good job on it.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things that drew me to the car was the fact that the trim and everything is so nice. The original bumpers, the front bumper's the original bumper.
Yeah. Can you imagine chroming those?
No.
They're not cheap, believe me.
No, I'm afraid that my bank account would prohibit that.
Yeah, I talk to some of these guys, they get $10, $12, $13,000 just to make this
Oh,
bumper.
absolutely. Yeah, well, yeah, I retired, so my cash flow's limited.
Yeah, it's all right. You got it. This is all you need right here. Looks
It is.
good.
It's a nice car. I drove it to Frankenmuth, Michigan several years ago, to the Frankenmuth Auto Fest, and that's 300 miles up and 300 miles back, and she never burped.
Yeah.
She just run like she's supposed to.
How was it on gas?
You know, I had a 66 375 horsepower Chevelle, and I don't have it anymore. I bought this car, and I thought I'd save on gas, but no, it's not. You know, it uses about the same amount of gas.
Yeah.
So.
Did these come with stock mirrors on it? Dual
Yes,
mirrors?
that's where the mirrors went back in the day.
Was that an option, maybe?
I'm sure the dual mirrors was an option. Matter of fact, I think even a single mirror back in the day was an option.
Yeah.
But that most definitely was. But yes, the mirrors were mounted up on the fender there, and I think partly it was because of the dog leg in the windshield. Mm-hmm. You know, you couldn't mount it back here by the vent window because then it would interfere with the driver being able to see the mirror. As it turns out, I can see out of the left one, but I can't see anything out of the right one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like it's kind of hard to look out of it.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Good for show, though. That's what
It looks
it's all
fine.
about.
No, it's more trim.
What do you got, 3-speed on the tree?
No, it's an automatic transmission.
Okay.
It's a 3-speed automatic.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I think they called it a Mercomatic back in the day, as a Ford-O-Matic. So, but it's a 3-speed automatic, and it shifts fine. You know, this car is just extremely pleasant to drive.
It's just pretty. It's just a pretty car. You look at it and you go, it just got that nice look to it, you know?
People notice it.
Sure do.
People notice it.
All custom paint job. It was done by Wicked Images Custom Art, Randy Arcerno. This is all that see no, hear no, speak no evil skulls.
I've got about 5 classic cars, but I have more fun in this car than any of them.
You had many people gawking at you, wanting to buy it off you?
It gets a lot of attention. It really does.
Welcome to Tech Tips. I'm Rick Guerrero along with Adam Pratt from Youngstown Cycle and Speed here over in Boardman, Ohio on Market Street. How's it going?
Good, Rick. How about you?
Very good, very good. We're going to talk about what today? Airbrushing.
Yep.
You guys do a really nice job. Look at this thing. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the pieces that brought Matt and I together where we cut different things out of metal and I airbrush them. That's kind of, there's a lot of guys doing this. We're the only ones airbrushing them. One of the cool things we do, we have customers send us pictures of their actual cars, motorcycles, pets, whatever. We do sports teams, whatever they want. Matt will cut them. This is like a standing one here. A lot of these are wall hangers, and I airbrush them. It makes a cool little thing for their car. They came to car shows, hang them on their wall. Also, we can make them into clocks, do whatever. Prices of these start at $65.
They're pretty cool, pretty cool. Very nice. Look at that. A lot of work goes into this. Pretty nice. And also, I see the hood there.
Yeah, we also do, this is how I got my start. So this is a hood that I did recently. This is their actual macaw, so it's the actual size. I did all the measurements, head, body. If you spread their macaw out, it's that size.
Oh, okay. That's their bird right
That's
there.
their bird, yeah. So this was all, I had a couple days into painting it and clear coating it, and it's ready to go out the door, so.
It looks good. It looks good. So you not only do cars, you do bikes, and you do about anything, right?
Yes, sir, we can airbrush on anything. Leather jackets, anything.
Leather jackets too? How's that work?
The paint I use turns into like a latex, so it'll stretch. And you basically just heat set it, clear coat it, and it's done.
And it's done. Oh, I've never seen that before. That's neat.
I've done Jeep roofs, like the tops, a bikini top on a Jeep. I've done all kinds of stuff. Tire covers. Do a lot of tire covers.
So how long you been in the area now?
I've been in the area since 2006. Yeah, I've been doing airbrush work since the early '90s. So I was a kid, wanted to paint my RC cars. So
Right.
So
Right. Oh, I was into those too. Those are fun. Yeah.
that's and it exploded out of control.
Oh, that's what usually happens. You know, go crazy. Do you do any drawings or anything? I see some on the walls.
Yes,
over here.
this is not my work. This is all. I support a lot of local artists here, so these are just some buddies of mine that are illustrators and varying artists. We actually sell their work here. But yeah, I do charcoal drawings. I do any medium really. So
Do we ever see you at any of the local shows?
no, I don't have time, man. I'm a dad. I don't have time for that stuff.
With me, I have Frank Lorai from Warren, Ohio, and Frank brought his 1929 Model A Roadster today to the show. This is pretty nice. We were walking by and I said, this is a lot of fun. This car looks like it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. I love driving. I've got about 5 classic cars, but I have more fun in this car than any of them.
Definitely catches your eye and everything. Is it pretty much stock?
Yes. Yep.
But it's a Roadster, huh?
Yes, Roadster pickup. Some people call them an open cab pickup or a Roadster pickup.
Did they make a lot of these?
You know, I have no idea, but I know they made about 5 million Model A's.
They made a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And you can get them in any color you want, as long as it's black.
You got
right?
it. You got it.
So, what have you done to her?
Actually, this car was restored in 1988, so I really haven't done a whole lot to it. I've done some mechanical things. A friend of mine helped me redo all the front end on it, but I haven't done a whole lot.
That's a 33-year-old restoration on this thing. That's nice. It held out really well.
Yes.
Probably painted it in lacquer, I would imagine.
Yeah, I've put some of the accessories on it. I redid the bed in the back, but pretty much it's kind of the way I bought it.
So you said it has a top.
Yes, it has a vinyl top that comes off. It doesn't fold back. It's not a convertible like that, but you can remove it.
It's an eye catcher. It's really cool. And you drive it quite a bit?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, we drive it all over. We belong to a Ford Model A club, so we take them all over, up to Cleveland, up to Akron. So we're very active with them.
So I'm sure you could find parts for them anywhere, right?
Yes, and we're lucky to have Snyder's around here too.
That's for sure.
Yes.
You can get anything from him.
Anything you need, yeah. So
it's
we're
like
very
the
fortunate.
biggest Model A, Model T in the world.
Yeah, it has a nice car collection too.
Well, yeah, we've been there a couple of times. In fact, I talked to Greg, my producer. I said, Greg, we got to go back there. And he said, I don't know if he got any more cars, but it's just nice going back there and seeing it again. We were there a few years ago, and it's got a heck of a collection.
Yes, he does.
And what do you got going on here with this propeller? Is this
It's a little accessory you were able to get for a Model A.
Oh, that's an accessory?
Yeah, I searched for a long time for it on online. I saw somebody. We have a meet every year where different clubs come with Model A's. So I saw one on somebody's car, and I searched for it for a while, and I finally found one. Yeah. And once you get going, man, that thing gets moving.
Probably paid a good penny for it too.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, oh yeah, that it is. I'll tell you. Hey Frank, thanks for showing us your car. We love it. This is really neat. What a perfect day for it. Not a convertible.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, with me I got Jim Jordan from Hubbard, Ohio, in his '65 Ford Econoline van.
Yes, yep.
Looks pretty cool.
Thank you.
How long you had this thing?
I've had it about 8 years. It's signed by Jack Roush.
Where'd you get it at?
I got it off a guy that used it for tailgating for the Cleveland Browns.
What? No, let's cut this. No more Brown stuff. I'm a Steeler fan.
Yeah, there you go. That came off quick.
Okay, good. Now you're my buddy. So what we got going on here? What do you got here?
It's a 6-cylinder still.
Okay.
Which I fool a lot of people because those are real. Them are real. And it's loud. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So it's just fun. We have fun with it.
Looks like a fun car.
Yeah, we go to Michigan to Woodward Cruise every year.
Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. I haven't made it to there yet. I gotta go there. I gotta go there.
It's huge. It's huge. Yeah.
That's only what? How far from Hubbard? 3 hours?
Yes.
It's not-
Basically.
The jump, really.
Yeah.
He's talking Michigan. You think it's a long way away? It's not. You know?
No.
It's not.
Well worth the trip too. So yeah, we have fun with it.
So what have you done to this since you bought it?
Everything. I even mounted the tires on the rims.
You got it repainted and everything?
Yeah, I did it all.
Is this like a replica of the Hot Wheels car?
You know, they made one pretty close to it. You know, it had the pipes because they drag raced, and most of them did wheel stands. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
You talking stock engine and all that?
Yeah, I fool a lot of people.
It's just fun though, huh? That's what it's all about. This looks fun as heck, I'll tell you.
Oh, it is. I put my grandchildren in the back, and we mount seats back there.
Aren't you scared somebody's going to touch it?
No.
That's one of my pet peeves. You see, I hate to say this, but you see these guys go, "Don't touch my car." Come on, you know. Here's what I think. You know, you got to let these little kids touch the cars. You got to let the little kids get in the cars and sit down, and you know, then they get involved in the car.
That's what I did today.
Yeah, and then in the future, you go, you know, you might have touched their heart with one of these moments. You know, they say, "I want to be a car. I want to get one of these."
Yeah.
You got these guys. "Oh, don't touch my car."
Yeah, I had a young kid come up to me and say, "Well, I remember you from the last car show. You're the guy with the Hot Wheels." I go, yeah, okay. So that's great.
My old T-Bird was a feature car down at the Father's Day a number of years ago in '17, and people, I was letting them sit in it. You want to sit, the young kids, you want to sit in and go right ahead, you know.
Definitely.
It's not a memorial or anything like that.
No.
It's a car, you know. Let them get involved in it. Let them get involved with the hobby, and that's how it all starts, you know.
Yeah, I take this to the stores and at the hardware store. I enjoy it. You know, why just put it in the garage and just bring it out once in a while? So yeah, it's fun.
Good. Tim, thanks a lot for showing us your
Thank
Econoline van. What did
you
they use these for back in the days?
Probably like delivering flowers, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, nothing heavy duty, you know.
Watching Street Scenes.
We're standing in front of this outstanding 67 GTO owned by John Komanak from Canfield, Ohio. John, this car is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
What do we got here? We got a 67 GTO. What are we sporting under the hood?
67 GTO, 400, 4-barrel, original drivetrain. Mostly everything's original on it. I mean, the paint's been original color, but it's not the original paint.
Right. Restored to the original. Yeah.
Right. And parchment interior.
How long have you owned her?
21 years.
Oh wow, you had a while then.
Yeah.
You got a window sticker for it or anything?
No, I haven't got one yet. No, but I got PHS documentation for it, but I don't have the window sticker.
This is a beauty. Come with the vinyl top on it and the white interior also.
Right.
What a color combo! I just love the way that looks. The blue with the white and the white. It demands respect in my books. Okay, just because it's clean. It's just a nice looking GTO.
Thank you, sir.
You had many people gawking at you, wanting to buy it off you.
It gets a lot of attention. It really does. I'm proud of it. You know,
Sure.
I have a 64 Corvette at home, but it's broke, so
We'll put it next to my T-Bird. How's that?
we could have a matching set.
Yeah. Mine's a 64 also. So those old 64s don't make it too far anymore.
No.
And let's look at this interior. I love the interior, what's going on in here. You got a Hurst shifter in here, stock Hurst shifter.
Yeah, that's a his and her shifter.
Okay.
You know.
Is that what they called it, his and hers?
Yeah, 3-speed automatic, and you know you can move it over the gate and run it manually.
AM radio. No
Just an AM radio, right?
air conditioning, yeah.
Air conditioning, but it's not hooked up. It's original air car, original air conditioned car.
Looks good. Wood steering wheel. That's a real nice touch. That's a stock wheel, right?
That's a stock wheel.
Those are real nice touches back then.
Yeah, like I say, everything's more or less stock on it. You know, just some replacement parts I had to put on it over the years. You know, but yeah, it's really been dependable for me. It really has been. Yeah, it's a good.
They're kind of simple cars, so you know. You look at nowadays cars.
It's a good runner. It's a good running car. I mean, it'll scoot. It really will.
How fast you talking in this?
Well, I know that's your favorite question.
Yeah, my favorite question.
Yeah. I've had it up there quite a bit. You know.
What's quite a bit? Go on, I'm gonna squeeze it out of you.
The speed limit 70, 80.
Okay.
Sometimes 90.
Okay, I don't believe him here. I think he's had higher than that. He's had it higher than that, believe me.
That's what I'm owning up to.
Yeah, okay. But this is just really nice car. Thanks for bringing it today and for letting us interview you. It's a beauty. I just love the color combination and GTO. Can't get much better than this, you know? With me, I have Chuck Stanovich from Austintown, Ohio. What a beautiful day, huh?
Oh, great weather for this kind of a show.
Yeah, you
Beautiful.
got that right. You got that right. But I'll tell you, what a bike here, huh?
Thanks.
I could spend all day talking about this thing. Where do you want to start at? Let's start at the front end, and we'll work back. How's that?
Yeah, sure. All custom paint job. It was done by Wicked Images Custom Art, Randy Arcerno. This is all that see no, hear no, speak no evil skulls.
Disc brakes on it? How big of a front tire you got?
It's 21 inch.
Okay.
21 front tire. It's got a 52 rake.
52-inch rake.
52 rake, yep.
So we're talking the rake now. So for people who don't know too well, we're talking the rake's up in here, right?
Yep,
right?
yeah. Up in the front as far as when you do your calculation, straight down, straight out.
Okay.
It tells you how far out it's coming.
Okay, so everything is 52 then?
52 rake.
Including the forks and everything?
Yeah,
How big,
everything
how
comes
long
out.
Are the forks?
They're 41 inches.
What do you got going on here?
Custom headlight. I've never seen one around. I found it and I said I'm having it.
LED?
So it's an LED. I've never seen anybody have that. Some little custom turn signals on there. Come back to the motor. It's a 127 Ultima motor. Ultima motor.
What's an Ultima motor now? I'm not too familiar
Just
with that.
brand name.
Okay.
It's a brand name Ultima motor.
They make all different types?
There's all different brand names of motors. This one's an Ultima. It's got a 6-speed Ultima trans. It's got the Ultima carburetor. I put a Thunderjet system on it, which is this system right there.
What is that?
It reburns fuel that sits down in the bowl underneath.
Okay. All right.
And I did all the diamond cut on the motor there.
That looks really nice. That makes
Thank
it
you.
really
Yep.
poppy. How do you do that?
With the little Dremel tool.
Oh, you just-
Little tiny Dremel tool, and you sit there. Took me about 28 hours. There's over 3,000 cuts on that. Wow. So it's a couple hours a night because your hands are sore as can be.
Looks good though. Looks really good.
Thanks.
Makes it pop.
Yeah, I wanted something different. Yep, and just keeps going back to all chromed out as much as I can do.
A couple bucks into this, huh?
Oh yeah, there's quite a bit in there, quite a bit.
Tank? Let's go with the tank here.
It was custom tank. There's no brand name actually for it.
It looked like this when you bought it?
Yes.
Okay.
The tank itself.
It's like a
yes.
coffee, what do they call it, coffee?
Yeah. Yep.
I understand in the front here where the hand is in the moon.
Yes. That glows in the dark at nighttime. Yeah. Right now the sun is charging it, so at nighttime that all glows up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing that glows in the dark.
How's it charge it?
It's phosphorus paint, they call it, and when you do all the artwork and then you spray this other paint over top of it, and it just electrolytes from either a flashlight or the sun. Charges it up.
So where's it at? Right here on the moon itself? Like
The moon and the whole hand.
That all lights
So
up.
like at nighttime, the hand, it's bright green, the ring around the moon shines, and then the skull in the moon shines.
That's really cool. You got a picture of it?
Huh?
You got a picture of it?
Yeah, I do have a picture of it. Yep.
Send it to us.
Okay, sure.
Let's go back here. More skulls and
Yep.
oil tank.
Nice exhaust.
Beautiful.
Open, pure all the way through, 2-inch exhaust. Open all the way.
This is all hand,
Yep.
with an airbrush?
All hand, yep, yeah, Randy, he did all the airbrush, all by hand. There's just layers and layers and layers.
When you buy this thing, everything's special, like a special order. Okay, I ordered the frame, then I ordered the tank, and then the seat. How about the seat? Is that
No, this was custom made
Okay.
by a guy out of Youngstown, Adrian Padre. He makes, he has his own custom seat shop. He does, cars, he does everything. I had to make that seat.
no Springer on this,
No
huh?
Springer, rigid. As hard as it can be.
You're gonna have a sore butt after this one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But this is basically you're talking all show on this baby.
Oh, yeah.
You're not here for speed or anything.
No speed at all. Comes back to a 300 tire in the back.
Is that a car tire?
No, it's a bike tire. It's a 300. Got enough to put like maybe your a needle underneath it.
It doesn't rub at all.
No, don't rub because everything is all one piece. The fender, the back tire, everything's all on one frame piece. So there's no moving parts. It all stays together. So if one thing bounces, the whole thing bounces.
What a beauty you got here. My God, you got a couple bucks in.
You got your 3-inch open BDL primary.
That's not a problem at all. I always see those open, like if you have long pants on.
You got to watch. You can't be having your boots with the shoestring hanging out because it'll catch that. It'll suck your foot right in. And you don't want no ripped up blue jeans that got feather, sticking off. So, I appreciate it.
Special about the chain?
I just wanted a gold chain, not no plain silver or black chain. It's a gold O-ring chain. So something different. They add some color to it.
Very nice. We love it. It's beautiful. When you started with this, this is all your idea? Like from...
It was like a bike originally and tore down to bare bones, nothing left, and then recreated the whole thing. Back to what my vision was. Gave the painter my vision, and he just took it to the moon, man. I mean, he just went out of the park with everything.
Sure did. This is really cool. I like to see the picture of the glow, though. That's what I want to say. Well, we got look at if you can catch that popping in that paint. My God, that's pretty good. That's nice.
Yeah, it's what it is. The paint is called Pavo Purple, and then actually the metal flake was put into clear, which the metal flake is called Purple People Eater Flake. That's the actual name of it.
Okay.
And that was shot into clear over top of it.
Well, we're finishing up here at the Dragontown Thunderfest at Niles High School. What a nice show we had today, huh?
It's perfect weather out. You can't beat blue skies, and it's better than, Rick got a text last week about Thursday. We were supposed to do the Papa Dave's car show, and he got a text last week on Thursday saying, oh, he's going to cancel it. I'm like, what? Why? I don't understand that. Why did he do it?
Yeah, it was a mess. If they would have had that show, I think they would have had about 5 people here.
Yeah, it was a
total mess.
It was a downpour. I mean, it was terrible. But we made up for it this week. We actually had David on, interviewing him about this show and talking about what happened, with his health, which we like to keep everybody in touch with a street scene family here. Mm-hmm. So I tell you what, we had a lot of bad stuff last year, obviously with COVID, but we're looking forward to a great season this year.
Very much looking forward to it. I can't wait to see all the people out there again. We ran into a lot of our old friends today out here. It just felt so good to be out amongst all the people, and it's just such a good feeling now. Nobody had masks on. Most of the population is vaccinated, so we're fine, and it's just a good feeling. After being cooped up for year and a half, and we're just glad we made it through. You got to count your blessings. We made it through. A lot of our folk didn't make it through, and we're some of the lucky ones.
And talking about the people that have passed on, our hearts go out to their families all the time.
Sure.
And the way, if you really watch a lot of our past episodes during our Christmas marathon, run them all. But even, we run these over and over again. I'm still running shows from 2008, but have a lot of people that have passed on. But this is their legacy, and we like to keep that going because, their pride and joy was their car or motorcycle, and they're actually on TV still with this show to pass on their legacy. And we take pride in that. So look at those past shows and say, hey, I used to know that guy. Oh my God, I'm so glad to see him on this show.
Sure. It was great. It's just glad. Yeah. Hey, let me get shot in here about one of our past shows. About 2 months ago or so, we went to Harmony, Pennsylvania, a little town outside of Butler, Pennsylvania. There's about 800 people there.
Yeah, it's an older old town. So-
Yeah, and the Harmonites. I think it was the Harmonites,
Yeah.
a religious sect, come in and they built this town back in the 1860s, which is pretty cool because there's still log cabins up there and a lot of the stuff that they did like the main things. They put like a bars in there and a winery in there and a hotel, yeah, all the good stuff. But we did a show. It's on YouTube called Cars Built in Butler. Okay, Butler, Pennsylvania. If you're from the Pittsburgh area, like we are around here, Pittsburgh, Cleveland area, these are the 5 cars that were built in Butler, Pennsylvania. And I'll tell you what, it is the most interesting show I think we've ever done, and probably one of the ones I've watched the most, okay? Because I usually don't watch our shows a lot. I don't like myself on the camera. I'll watch it one time just to see if there's any screw-ups or something like that so I can tell Greg we can correct it. But this time, Greg put this piece together, and I just fell in love with it. He did such a good job editing it, producing it, and it was just I watched it probably 5-6 times already. I love it.
You know, it is quite an honor. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope everybody has watched it. If you haven't, tune into Armstrong Neighborhood channel on YouTube. It's called Cars Made in Butler, Pennsylvania, and they called us down to do this show, the Butler, which was an honor because there is some unique stuff on. I mean, there's 5 cars and they're cool.
And the Willys. Remember the Jeep, the original Jeep.
I love that. I always wanted a Willys.
And how about the Standard? The Standard brand new was $5,000 in 1922.
Yeah, it's like $1 million now. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch that and tune into, check out our YouTube page, Armstrong Neighborhood channel on YouTube, and then Street Scene, and check out some of our past shows. And keep, we got some shows planned this year for you. Next week, the next show we're going to do, which happens to be next week, is
Salem Super Cruise.
Yes.
We're not sure what day we're going to be there yet, but Saturday or Friday night or Saturday night. So we'll go with the weather. Whatever the weather's going to be, we'll go with that.
Yep. So we're going to have that, and of course, July 25th at Austintown Park is one of our shows that's coming up, and that is our Street Scene Car and Custom Bike Show is back. We've revamped everything. Yeah. Austintown Park this year. If you're watching this episode before that, make sure to stop out because there's some special stuff for us.
We're going to be at the Austintown Park to start out. Then at 3:30, we're going to have the Austintown Police escort us up to the Austintown Quaker Steak and Lube. And if you've never been to the Quaker Steak and Lube on a Sunday night, that's the place to be. That place is packed with beautiful cars and beautiful people, and that's going to be a pretty cool day.
Yep, so make sure to stop out there, but we're not, we're going to let you go, and we'll see you down the road.